Stadium in Irving, Texas. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everybody. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning here in Texas. And, Paul, the Detroit Lions are 3-3 when they've played well. They've done it lots of the time with two tight ends.
They sure have. They haven't won a game all year long on the road, Lindsey. And really, when they played good offensively, those two guys have been in there at the same time. Charlie Sanders and David Hill, both their tight ends. I think you're going to see a lot of that today. They hope to run the football and cut down on the mistakes.
And quarterbacking the Lions, the number 2 ranked passer in the conference.
And he's had a good year, Lindsey. He's been sacked 25 times, and that's a problem with the Detroit Lion offense. They haven't given him actually enough time. He's having a fine year. He's ranked number 2 behind Roger.
The Dallas Cowboys, of course, at times have had an awesome defense, anchored back up with pretty good safeties.
Boy, they sure are. You could talk a lot about a lot of guys on defense, but those two guys right there, Charlie Waters and Cliff Harris. Cliff Harris leads the league in interceptions with 4 of the NFC, and they really come up and stick you.
And the field general, Roger Staubach.
What are you going to say about him? Staubach, right now, in my mind, is the best quarterback in professional football, period. He's the leader of this club. He holds them together. He knows what he's doing.
Lions and the Cowboys, so now let's take a look at the field. Dallas Cowboys will be kicking off. The Lions won the toss, elected to receive, and so it'll be a Fran Herrera doing the kicking off. Rick Kane is back there center deep to receive the kickoff for the Detroit Lions. Kane is moving up, and it is dropped instead by Eddie Payton, and Eddie Payton picked it up and advanced it. Eddie Payton, the brother of Walter Payton of the Chicago Bears, who was added recently to the Lions. A Detroit backfield. Wide receivers and tight end. Offensive line for Detroit. Detroit, 1st and 10. They have the ball at their own 30-yard line. Artificial turf here at Texas Stadium. Horace King is the lone setback. They're in the slot right and the wing left. Greg Landry dropping back. Going long to the wing back, and it is incomplete. Intended for Leonard Thompson, the wingback. 2nd and 10. There are the linebackers for Dallas. D.D. Lewis, however, is out, and Mike Hagman is in there.
D.D. Lewis has a virus, Lindsey, and he's dressed for the game, I believe. But Mike Hagman, 2-year man from Tennessee State, starting in that right cornerback spot for the Cowboys.
2nd down and 10 yards to go at the 30-yard line. Horace King is a lone setback. They have a double tight end in there now. It's David Hill and Charlie Sanders.
There's your double tight end situation we were talking about at the top.
Horace King carries it for 5 yards to the 35, where it'll be 3rd down and 5. Cliff Harris, free safety, up to make the stop for the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas now employing a couple extra defensive backs. There's your offensive lineman for the Cowboys. Defensive lineman, and that's a good one. Harvey Martin, and here comes Harvey. 3rd and 5, and these two defensive ends, Ed Too Tall Jones-Lenz and Harvey Martin. They can almost chant, "Here comes Harvey."
Horace King is the lone setback. Landry's dropping back. And it's incomplete. Intended for Jarvis. So it'll be the punting unit coming on now.
They not only double-teamed Harvey Martin on the left side, Lindsey. Jim Yarborough, who has a slight shoulder injury, they double-teamed him. They triple-teamed him on the left side on that passing situation.
Wilbur Summers has averaged 36.6. He has a bad ankle, but it's his left ankle, and he'll be kicking to Butch Johnson back to receive it for the Dallas Cowboys.
And that's the cause of that punt, too, Lindsey.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The Cowboys get excellent field position. 1st and 10 at their 40 on the 25-yard punt.
And let's take up a little for Wilbur Summers. Lindsey said he's got a bad left ankle. You saw how quickly he had to get rid of the punt. Not that he was rushed, but he is not a 2-step kicker. He only took 2 steps. He didn't get the timing, and the ball went off the side of his foot.
Now the Dallas offensive backfield and the wide receivers and tight end for the Cowboys, and the offensive line for Dallas. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Roger Staubach brings them up. Robert Newhouse, the lone setback here. Preston Pearson evens up with him. They do a lot of motion in the backfield. Newhouse to the 45 for 5 before Ed O'Neill, the middle linebacker, made the stop for the Detroit Lions. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The defensive front four for Detroit. And the linebackers. And the secondary. 2nd down and 5. Dorsett's in the backfield now. Tony Dorsett is in, and Preston Pearson has come off for the Dallas Cowboys.
I think this is the earliest that Tom Landry has seen fit to put Dorsett in the ball game.
Dorsett's on the tail of the tandem. He's got the ball, but he's pulled out, and quickly by Lem Barney. Lem Barney playing the right corner here this afternoon.
He read the keys very well that time. Lem Barney's playing the right corner. Usually he's a safety man, but Walt Williams is not playing that right corner. Look at Barney come up with the big play. He's been a big play back all his life. Lindsey, he's a good tackler, good hard-nosed football player. He will come up with the big play, whether it's punt return. He's been a valuable guy for Detroit for so many years.
3rd down and 9 to go. Charlie West, strong safety, didn't make the trip, and Reggie Pinckney is the starting strong safety. Dick Giron is the free safety for the Detroit Lions. 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Shotgun formation, and Roger Staubach has the ball. He guns it. It is complete. Preston Pearson, he has a 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of the Detroit Lions.
He loves to go to Preston Pearson. Just had him in the slot, double wing. He went down, did a little square out. Let's see if we can pick it up. There he is. He's the 3rd man in from the top of your screen. Watch Staubach. Here comes a square out pattern, the 22nd catch for Preston Pearson. He's a fine receiver. He's finally pulled down. There's an injury on the far side of the field. 1st down, Cowboys.
James Hunter is injured on the play. He is the left corner for the Detroit Lions, so this is an injury timeout.
Boy, they're still talking down here in Dallas about Tony Dorsett. They love him down here, and I think you're going to see him more and more as the season gets on, Lindsey. He's headed for Rookie of the Year honors, no question about that.
We have no score in the ball game. 12 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter.
Introducing the Ford in your future, the new Ford Fairmont. A new car designed for today and the years ahead. Fairmont's mileage ratings are the same as a little VW Rapid when both are equipped with automatic transmission. And this Fairmont, as shown, is actually sticker price less than this Rapid. Yet Fairmont has 90% of the head, leg, and shoulder room of most large cars. Fairmont, roomy but with mileage like a small car, and the lowest sticker price in its class. Test drive Fairmont, the newest, better idea from Ford.
The Quintrix 2-color picture tube from Panasonic brings you a very lifelike picture. Because Quintrix 2 is our inline picture tube with an extra pre-focus lens that concentrates and focuses the electron beam to bring you Panasonic's sharpest picture ever. So lifelike, you may even feel you're part of the picture. Quintrix 2, one more reason Panasonic is just slightly ahead of our time.
James Hunter still getting attention, and he is up now and coming off the field under his own power. Left cornerback for the Detroit Lions racing off the field. Walt Williams has replaced him at the corner now, number 21.
It's good to see that he's all right, because Charlie West had a instep strain late in the week, did not make the trip. So they're hurting it at defensive backs if someone goes down with an injury.
This is Newhouse straight ahead to the 40-yard line. He picked up 3 yards on the play to make it 2nd down and 7 for the Cowboys. Herb Orvis made the tackle for the Detroit Lions.
Here's Newhouse straight ahead, zone blocking up front, and Newhouse just finds a little daylight. 78 Doug English makes the stop for Detroit. Picked up 3.
Butch Johnson is coming to the ball game now. At a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Pearson goes right. Johnson comes left. Roger Staubach, the quarterback. Preston Pearson evens up with Newhouse. Newhouse moves over. Staubach's got it. Screen right. Preston Pearson, 35, 31-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Dallas Cowboys on a screen right to Preston Pearson. Reggie Pinckney made the stop.
Watch this screen. What a beautiful setup. Bootleg screen right. Look at the lineman block for a 2.5 seconds. Just released to the right. Preston Pearson. He's got everybody out front, the guards in the center, Fitzgerald. First down, Cowboys. They look good.
Cowboys first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Gold and Richards far to the right side. Into an I formation. Motion across. Newhouse to the 29-yard line for 2. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Doug English in to make the tackle for the Detroit Lions. Hunter comes right back into the ball game, and Walt Williams is coming off at corner. That's left corner for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that short punt has given the Cowboys a little momentum here in the first quarter. Of course, Detroit has had problems with their punting game. This is Wilbur Summers, the 5th punter they used this year.
Preston Pearson to the 24-yard line. Picked up 5 to make it 3rd and 3. Ken Sanders came in to make the stop. In the air so far this year, Roger Staubach is 99 for 166, 59.6%, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He is the #1 ranked passer in the National Football Conference.
6-0. The best start in Dallas history was 68 and 69 when they were 6-0. Of course, they could break a club record today with the win over Detroit.
Golden Richards left and Drew Pearson right. Preston Pearson and Newhouse. Staubach on a 3rd and 3. Gonna run it. He's got the first down, and he hits the deck at the 19-yard line.
They
First
safe
and
at
10.
third. Safe at third. Roger Staubach. All the quarterbacks will do that today. You don't want to lose that young man. Later on during the year, when they get into the playoffs, you'll see Staubach go for that extra yard, but not now. Here it is. See Pearson coming out of the backfield. They flood the left side. Roger sees a little daylight on the right. Now watch the slide into third base. First down.
No score, but the Cowboys are driving with 8 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They're in a slot left. Preston Pearson in the right set. Newhouse gets the football.
Look at that.
Turns the corner, 15, 10, and near the 8-yard line. Dick Geron finally stopped him.
Now watch Newhouse. Look at him and go back and congratulate his lineman right there. Powerhouse football right here. Rafferty pulls on the left side. Look at Preston Pearson's block. He's got the linebacker 4 yards downfield. And Newhouse does the rest. Another first down, Dallas. Picked up 11.
First down and goal to go Dallas at the Detroit Lions 8-yard line.
There's a powerhouse on the sidelines, too, here in Dallas.
Pearson's in the tailback. Preston Pearson. Push back outside the 6-yard line. Ken Sanders, Herb Orvis met him there. Second down and goal to go outside the 6. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter. Texas Stadium and a sellout crowd is here.
In fact, all the home games here in Dallas are now sold out. They love a winner, as does everyone in the National Football League.
Game time temperature is 76 degrees, humidity 59%. 40% chance of rain during the afternoon. Pearson to the tailback. Newhouse the up back. Newhouse inside the 5. It'll be third down and goal just inside the 5. Charlie Weaver upset him.
It's a good thing Weaver got low on Newhouse, then he would have scored. Newhouse shaking that right fist. Good cut then. He cut back real good to the inside. Pretty good blocking up front. That offensive line for Dallas is really doing the job here in this series. 4 first downs. They've got a third down situation here.
Butch Johnson goes out to a wide right. Newhouse moves over. Staubach putting it up to Drew Pearson, incomplete.
Oh, he was wide open, too, in the end zone. Roger would love to have that one back.
It'll be fourth down coming up now, and Efren Herrera comes in.
Look at that guy. He's something else. Caught more passes by a wide receiver. #1 in the league.
27.
27 passes. Roger would like to have that pass back. He beat the cornerback over there, Barney, I think it was, on a square out.
Herrera now in to attempt the field goal. He's 12 for 18 in that department. PATs, he's 16 for 17. Missed one last week against the Eagles. His first after 82 consecutive points after. Boots this one up. 21-yard field goal. It's good.
Just like an extra point.
21-yarder is good. And so the Dallas Cowboys have taken the ball from the front, driven steadily downfield, and they're on the scoreboard. Cowboys 3 and the Detroit Lions nothing.
Come on, Adam, come on. We're getting our picture taken.
Special moments. Times of your life you'll want to remember. In pictures.
Smile, Howard. Smile.
To help make those pictures look as good as they can, make sure Kodak paper is behind them. If you don't see these words, it isn't Kodak paper. Just look for this sign when you get your pictures. Kodak paper, for a good look at the times of your life.
Gee, wasn't that fun?
Will the insurance fix our chimney?
Sure, after we plow through the paperwork.
It's different with Allstate.
What's different?
We have the world's largest team of claims specialists.
Don't worry about a thing.
They settle most claims like this without estimates.
No problem.
Allstate specialists are interested in you, not paperwork.
I'll call the contractor today.
Oh.
That was easy.
When it takes being different to be better, Allstate will do it.
That's a promise from us, the Good Hands people.
Efren Herrera will kick off now for the Dallas Cowboys. And Rick Kane is dropped back center deep to field it for the Detroit Lions. Cowboys came in with a record of 6-0, equaling the best start they've ever had in 1968 and 69. They went 6-0, lost in the playoffs each year, trying this afternoon to make it 7-0, which would be the best start they have ever had. Chuck Eberling, the referee, that was his whistle. Herrera coming forward. Rick Kane at the 7-yard line. He's at the 10. He's at the 15. Rick Kane to the 20, 25, and up to the 30-yard line. They start 1st and 10 at the 30. Championship Saturday next week, and the Series Championship of women's tennis.
Well, the best in the world. Chris Evert, Virginia Wade, Billie Jean King, Betty Stove, Martina Navratilova, the best.
And a
the
very
big money.
special CBS Sports spectacular, including a world middleweight boxing championship.
Valdez against Briscoe, Lindsay. They're going for the vacated title. Recently retired champion Carlos Monzon.
Washington, D.C. International Horse Race and the World's Strongest Men all next Saturday on CBS. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. One setback. King gets the ball. Tries for 4 to the 34-yard line, making it 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Jethro Pugh made the tackle along with Ed Jones.
This information from the Gilmore bench. D.D. Lewis is suffering from the virus and playing in his position number 58, Mike Hickman.
Jarvis comes out to a wide right. They had Horace King back there as a lone setback most of the time so far. Greg Landry, the quarterback, number 2 ranked in the conference among the passers. King got a yard to the 35-yard line, making it 3rd and 5.
The handoff again was to Horace King.
As the first period score, Cleveland 13, Kansas City nothing. A couple field goals by Don Cockcroft.
3rd down and 5 coming here for the Detroit Lions. Landry calling the next play. Landry is 91 for 154. He has completed 59.1%, 5 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Loves to go to Horace King, who leads the league in receiving. The NFC.
And now a delay of game. That'll cost him 5 yards. That ball is marked ready for play. You have 30 seconds to get it in action, and if you don't, it costs you 5.
Yeah, those are the kind of stupid mistakes that your coaches just hate, Lindsay. That's just almost a wasted down, a wasted 5 yards. Uncalled for.
Delay of the game. Offense.
That's going to make it 3rd down and 10 yards to go with the ball at the 30.
What it also does, it gives Harvey Morton again, I'll say it, and Randy White in that front 4 just time to tee off if they go back, if they drop back.
And again,
legal procedure.
A procedure. And Landry is walking over toward the sideline for some purpose. He wants something. And he gets it, whatever it is he wants.
Forward, the other way, boys. It's a little stickum. A little substance they throw on the field to the quarterback. It's just a lot of your quarterbacks, especially your receivers, will use what they have stickum. That's a legal procedure against Detroit. It cost them 5. Landry, I think, uses alcohol on his hands to get the grip better.
3rd down and 15 yards to go at the 25-yard line.
There's that unique setup, Linz, with the 2 tight ends, both blocking.
Landry back to throw. And incomplete. He's trying to get it to Jarvis, but almost an interception on that corner.
I tell you, they only sent out 2 receivers. Both the flankers were the only 2 receivers downfield. Now watch this. Got plenty of time to throw the football because everybody's double-teamed. You see Randy White there double-teamed. Gregory was double-teamed. They kept both tight ends in the block, but that lets the Dallas defense double cover everybody. See, they had him short and long. No chance.
Wilbur Summers back in deep punt formation. Butch Johnson deep to receive it. High spiraling catch. Johnson is waiting at the 32. Runs laterally to the left. Turns up to the 35. Around to the 40. Johnson to the 45 and out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 43-yard punt. So again, the Cowboys get it, and they get it in very excellent field position. 1st and 10 at their own 45, and they're leading by a score of 3-0.
We're the Van Arsdales, Tom and Dick. We're identical twins, and we drink identical beers. Light beer from Miller. We love it. The best thing about light beer is it's less filling. Great taste. Less filling. It's got 1/3 less calories than the regular beer. Great taste, Tom. Less filling. And I'm not Tom. You are. I'm Dick. You think you are, but you never were.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less. A rain-slick highway, a skid, and a potentially major accident becomes a minor incident. Thanks to a crash barrier with a shatterproof plastic nose cone. A unique plastic developed and supplied by Phillips Petroleum. Developing new plastics while making fine products for your car. That's performance. From Phillips Petroleum, the performance company.
Sunday, the fun starts at the grand opening of Archie's Tavern as the help walks out and the family fills in for a bubbling highball of hilarity. Sunday at 9, 8th Central and Mountain.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Dallas Cowboys and the National Football League is prohibited. 1st and 10 for Dallas. They have the ball at their own 45-yard line. Preston Pearson shifts into the tailback in the I formation. Roger Staubach, the quarterback, has the ball. Trying to get it to Golden Richards. Making the move was James Hunter, defensively incomplete.
Had all the time in the world to throw it. Here's some quick scores. Cleveland now leads Kansas City 23-0 second quarter. 3 field goals by Cockcroft. Chicago over Green Bay 6-0. A 4-yard run by Johnny Musso. The extra point was missed. And Philadelphia and Washington are going at it. Washington 17, Philadelphia 10. Theismann has thrown 2 touchdown passes to Gene Fugit. L.A. and New Orleans, Linz, look at this. New Orleans 3, Los Angeles 0. First quarter, 23-yard field goal by Zorro.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Dallas leading here by a score of 3-0 in the first quarter. Delay. Preston Pearson, 50 to the Detroit 47-yard line. Gain of 8 yards on the play. We'll make it 3rd down and 2. Reggie Pinckney up from strong safety to make the stop.
Oh, a good move by Preston Pearson on the cut. Minnesota-Atlanta tied up. Touchdown pass Tarkington and one by Scott Hunter. 7 apiece, second quarter. And Jets and New England are tied up second quarter, 10 apiece.
Jay Saldi is coming to the ball game now. Had a block kick last week against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, the one that was picked up by Charlie Waters and run in 17 yards for a go-ahead touchdown. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. That's Pearson moving back, Newhouse moving over. And a wing right. Pearson. Got the first down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
You saw one of the reasons why Tom Landry has elected to go with Preston Pearson. Experience, He knows the offense. He knows these blockers. Just came with a rollout draw, made a good cut for about 6. Now he goes for the first down around the right side.
Here in Dallas, they figured that Preston Pearson is one of the most valuable free agent pickups ever made.
Maybe the best, Linz.
Absolutely. He has worked right into the Dallas scheme of things, and it's 1st and 10 at the Detroit 44-yard line.
You know, Pearson's handled the ball over 85 times, and he's only had 1 fumble this year.
He's got it now. And he's inside the 40-yard line. Picked up 4 yards to make it 2nd and 6. James Hunter made the stop.
Ooh, they just cut Paul Newmoff down. They double-teamed him. Golden Richards and Robert Newhouse on the block, enabling Pearson to get to the outside. Picked up about 4, huh?
For today's game for Dallas, the inactive players are Rayfield Wright and Glenn Carano. And for Detroit, the inactives are Charlie West and Gary Danielson. 45-man squads, of course, and 2 players are designated inactive for each game, making the squad limit 43. Now it's Preston Pearson going to the tailback. He's got the ball, but this time he is pulled down by Charlie Weaver, the linebacker from Southern Cal.
Ooh, quick reaction that time by the right linebacker, number 59, Charlie Weaver. He's got 1 interception on the year. Watch off to the left side. We got Newhouse there, but Weaver was just a little bit too quick, got too much penetration. Newhouse just wasn't ready for the block. Pearson getting up very slowly.
An injury timeout. Preston Pearson is the man on 1 knee.
That'll bring Dorsett into the ball game.
He's already out there, Dorsett.
It's tough for me to remember Dorsett. I'll tell you that right now, because Lindsay and I worked about 5 games. We watched Tony play in college when he was Tony Dorsett. There he is. And he's had a great year. He scored 5 touchdowns. That's tied for the league lead. He's got 385 yards rushing. That's the best of any rookie in the league. Ranked 5th.
Preston Pearson getting a hand as he goes off. Newhouse has gone off also. Scott Laidlaw has come in with Dorsett. A new set of running backs. That's the thing about this Dallas club. They are very deep in fine running backs.
You know what impresses me more than anything? Tom Landry has just maneuvered this club in such a beautiful position. 24 out of the 43 guys are suited up. We mentioned it last week, are playing with 3 years or less experience in the league. So it looks as if the Cowboys are going to be a powerhouse for years to come.
3rd down play coming here, and they shift into the shotgun.
You'll be introducing Staubach as the first 52-year-old quarterback, maybe, huh?
Staubach. Or rather to Tony Dorsett, incomplete. Dorsett, incomplete.
Beautiful pass right there. Tony could have had it right through his fingertips.
That'll make it 4th and 7. And so Danny White, the punter, has come on. He's averaged 39.6 yards per kick. He is a direction punter. Gets a high trajectory and gets that ball usually over close to the sideline so that runbacks against him have been few. Eddie Payton is back there with Dick Giron. Payton and Giron are deep to receive it for the Detroit Lions. Well, he moves up, changes his mind, and now punts it. It's going to be back there in the end zone. Touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, a 41-yard punt.
Very smart by Danny White there. He saw a little daylight around the right side. It's a good thing one of those linebackers, a flag down, and it's going to go against Dallas, probably ineligible.
It is. Violation of the
field, right?
Violation of the kick coverage rule. Only the outside men can go before the ball is kicked.
Illegal man downfield on the punt. Offense, number 58. Refused. First down.
They want the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Imagine. I tell you, Danny White there just saw a little daylight there, and that's very smart of a punter. Many occasions you'll pick up that first down. He saw a little daylight around the right side. It could have gone for the first down.
Danny White, of course, was a college quarterback at Arizona State. He has many talents.
Who is the #1 investment firm in the East? Who is the #1 investment firm in the Midwest? Who is the #1 investment firm in the South? Who is the #1 investment firm in the West? You know who. Merrill Lynch. All around America, more investors turn to Merrill Lynch than any other investment firm. Sure, there are lots of investment firms, but there's only one Merrill Lynch.
Take me away, lover. I'm yours. I don't go with married women. What are you doing? You're not Renata.
Granada, this is my Mercedes.
Hold tight. Didn't get hands to my Cadillac.
Cadillac, that's the Granada.
Alone at last, beloved. Beloved?
Where's my bride?
You got that Mercedes with another man.
Another man?
The new Ford Granada. One way to tell it from Cadillac or Mercedes is its sticker price. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
The Detroit Lions have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They send Ray Jarvis forward to the right side. Horace King is the lone setback for Greg Landry, the quarterback. Horace King moves out for 2 yards to the 22, making it second down and 8 yards to go. Ed Jones and Jethro Pugh.
There it is. There's Harvey Martin, big number 79, stands Yarborough straight up, and that's his job. Just picked up maybe a yard and a half. Randy White's got to be underneath there somewhere. He usually is.
Second down and 8 yards to go. Horace King, the lone setback. Wide receivers left and right.
They're not going to beat Dallas doing that.
Landry, blitz. Offside. Was he ever popped?
That was a blitz. From the outside on the right side, number 58. That's Mike Hegman, who is substituting for D.D. Lewis. Now watch. There goes Martin to the outside, Lindsey, and it creates a hole on the inside. Here comes Hegman, blindsided. Landry did not have a shot.
It's an incompleted pass. His arm had started forward, and it's not a fumble. An incompletion, which simply cost them a down, making it 3rd and 8 at the 22.
Quarterbacks get hot when that happens.
Landry wants Bussey.
Landry's been sacked 25 times, and you're going against a team, the Dallas Cowboy defense, who lead the league in sacks with 25.
And the Lions have been sacked 29 times, which leads the league in the number of times they've been sacked. And a slot right, Landry. Incomplete. Short out. Dexter Bussey. He's had ankle trouble, wears high-top shoes these days. 4th down, the punting unit comes on.
The reason this pass was incomplete. Now watch how quickly Landry has to get the ball off. Well, you can't see it, but he was rushed. Bussey just on a little square out, working on the linebacker. Incomplete.
And it's Wilbur Summers in to do the punting, his 3rd kick of the day, and Butch Johnson is back there rushing 10.
I tell you, no wonder Detroit's had problems all year with blocked punts.
Butch Johnson at his 41-yard line to the 45 and moves it up in advance of the 47-yard line.
He's going to break one before the year is over with, Lindsey. 37-yard punt. But Butch Johnson's so dangerous back there. He will break one before the year is over.
Every family has its differences, but wait till you watch the Battling Boninos in action in tonight's edition of On Our Own, coming on right after Rhoda on CBS. I don't know whether that's for rain or possible sunshine.
I don't know. If I was sitting behind that, I might get a little bit hot.
1st and 10. Dallas Cowboys have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Preston Pearson to the tailback. Newhouse. And he is across to the 46-yard line of Detroit before Reggie Pinckney comes up.
John Fitzgerald, a good block. Herb Arvis had moved over, head up the nose. Now, here's your backs. Right there, Newhouse is off the right side, but Fitzgerald got the key block on the defensive tackle, Herb Arvis.
Cowboy cheerleaders.
I'd like to throw a block in the whole pile right there. They are cute, aren't they?
Muchly publicized also. Preston Pearson went out of the game with a Charlie horse, recovered quickly, and he's in there at tailback right now. 2nd and 3, and he's got the ball. And he has got the first down. Just outside the 42, and we have 39 seconds left to play in the period. Lem Barney on the tackle. Cowboys are leading by a score of 3-0. It is a 1st and 10 outside the 42-yard line.
You know, one thing about it, though, Lindsey, they've controlled the ball game a lot more than the score indicates. Dallas has had fine field position on all 3 of their possessions. They've moved the football, come away with only 3 points. So that might turn around, you know. That could turn around. One good play could put Detroit in pretty good field position.
Clock has run down to 10 seconds now, remaining to be played in the 1st quarter. Staubach's got the ball.
Watch your crossing pattern. There
and it's complete to Butch Johnson, and he is at the 25-yard line. So it is a 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys at the 25, and there is the gun.
Here it is. Look at all the time Staubach has to throw the football. He's got Johnson coming over the middle. There he is. He makes the good catch. This guy's dangerous.
Into the quarter. Cowboys 3, Lions nothing.
I'm going to keep on doing that till I get it right. Yeah, I work hard and I play hard, and I use new STP gas treatment. You just pump it in your tank and it goes to work cleaning your carburetor. I take good care of my wheels on account of I'm cheap. I bet you are, too. Try it.
This is one of the program cartridges you snap into new Telstar Arcade, the 3-way microprocessor console. Start with this roaring road race. Gun the throttle. Faster. A crash. Score. Next, turn to tennis for more video action. A new challenge. Quick draw with electronic pistol for target shooting.
Got him.
All games in full color. Other cartridges available with different programs. So hitch your TV to a Telstar. Telstar Arcade by Coleco.
Stop off at our Goodrich dealer, Stanley. We must have the radial tires rotated.
Have them what?
Rotated, sir. But the front one's in the back and the back one's in the front. Move them, sir, so they'll wear more evenly.
The Goodrich dealer says they'll last longer.
How ingenious. No wonder those clever Goodrich people made that marvelous blimp.
Stanley, do you ever wonder why you're up there and he's back here?
Tires you can trust. B.F. Goodrich. The other guys.
As we start the second quarter here at Texas Stadium, this is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning, and the Dallas Cowboys have the ball. 1st down and 10 yards to go on the Lions' 26-yard line. Cowboys are leading 3-0 as Roger Staubach brings them up. Dorsett evens up with Newhouse. Staubach. Completed to Dupree, the tight end, at the 25-yard line for a gain of a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Lem Barney had it diagnosed beautifully. James Hunter on the stop. They tried a little against the grain to the big tight end. Pearson now, 24 yards and 7 carries. Newhouse 31 and 6. First quarter score. Walter Payton has added a touchdown. That's his 6th of the year. So Johnny Musso scored the first touchdown. Walter Payton adding a touchdown. Chicago 13, the Packers nothing in a long year from a man Bart.
2nd down and 9 yards to go. Dorsett's the tailback. Tony Dorsett. No gain. Hopped at the 25 of the Lion defense, led by Paul Newmouth and Charlie Weaver. 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And that font right there tells a story of a good rookie year. Tony Dorsett averaged 5.7 yards per carry. And he feels if he just can play the game long enough, stay in for a little time, he wants to play. You can't blame that on him because he's been a star. He turned that whole program around to Pittsburgh, but he wants more playing time. He feels that he can play a little bit longer, he'll break one.
Golden Richards went out of the ball game. Butch Johnson came in at a wide receiver. There's a delay call. Delay of game will cost him 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd down and 14, and the ball will move back to the 30-yard line.
You know, Lindsey, sometimes that happens when a quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage. He wants to audible. He looks around at the defense, and he might see a weakness, or they might be stacked up where the play is called. So he audibles at the line of scrimmage. That's why it's so important for the teams to come out of the huddle a little bit more quickly. Get to the line of scrimmage. That enables the quarterback to have a little bit more time. There goes Staubach into the shotgun.
Scott Laidlaw's in the backfield along with Dorsett now. Staubach. From behind as he crossed the 30. Penalty marker's thrown. Penalty marker's thrown.
Ernest Price got him from behind, and there's a flag down.
Herb Orvis was the man in the flurry there on the ground along with Staubach at the time, and Orvis has come off.
Might be piling on. Let's check it. Here's Staubach out of the shotgun. Notice Fitzgerald. He doesn't even look at the quarterback when he centers it, Linz. See that? That's automatic. The flag was thrown down. You hear the booing in the background. Now, here's Ernest Price. He catches it. Now, when he hits, there goes the football. Now, everybody's running towards the football. So he threw the flag down, and I think he had second thoughts, Lindsay. That's exactly what happened. He had second thoughts, said there was no penalty.
Fourth down. The ball is spotted at the 28. Waters is in at the 35. It's a 45-yard for a friend Herrera. A 45-yarder is good. So Herrera with his second field goal of the day. That puts the Dallas Cowboys out in front by a score of 6-0. We have 13 minutes, 22 seconds left to play in the first half.
Who has over 5,000 stores nationally with people trained to know their auto parts? Where can you get overnight delivery on almost any part? And who also offers parts and supplies for your tractor, boat, motorcycle, or lawnmower? Now, who should you see for quality parts? NAPA, that's N-A-P-A. We help keep America moving.
Homeward bound, coast of New England. The Navy. See your recruiter or call toll-free. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas, with the Cowboys out front by a score of 6-0. Next Sunday, NFL Regionals on CBS. Dallas and the Giants, New Orleans and Philadelphia, San Francisco and Atlanta, Chicago and Houston, Green Bay and Kansas City. And the doubleheader game, St. Louis and Minnesota, Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Rams. A friend Herrera kicks off. Knuckleball. Kane takes it at the 80s to the 10 to the 15, 20, 25. Rick Kane up to the 40-yard line. So the Detroit Lions have good field position here.
Now, this is the best field position Detroit has had, Lindsay. In fact, in the first quarter, Dallas controlled the football offensively for over 11 minutes. Detroit only had it for 3.5. Actually, Detroit's very lucky to come out of that first quarter only trailing 6-0.
Horace King is the lone setback. Greg Landry quarterbacking. Tommy Hudspeth's Detroit Lions. Landry throws. Taken out there by Ray Jarvis. Jarvis is hit at the 44-yard line. Benny Barnes on the corner.
Here's Landry. He's going to go to his right side, Ray Jarvis. And notice Detroit, Lindsay, they're throwing everything very quick. They're getting the ball off the little hook pattern on the right side. Jarvis. That's Thomas Henderson and Benny Barnes.
Second down and 6 yards to go. J.D. Hill comes forward to the left side. Still King in a lone set. Landry angling out and throwing. Incomplete to J.D. Hill.
That's the problem.
One of the big problems for the Detroit Lions is the fact that they lost two of their fine offensive linemen, Mark Markovich and Rockne Freitas, through injuries. Jim Yarbrough and Russ Bollinger have nursed injuries, and so it's been a little thin on the offensive line for the Detroit Lions.
You got to play with those little hurts. Cincinnati, the Bengals, boy, they haven't had too good a year so far. 10-0 over Houston, third quarter.
Third down and 6 yards to go for the Lions. A double wing set. King got only a yard before he was pushed back, making it 4th and 5. 82 tall Jones led the charge defensively for Dallas, and the punting unit comes on for the Lions. Wilbur Summers is in to do the punting, and Butch Johnson has dropped back to receive it for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys, of course, are the only undefeated team in the National Football Conference. Won 6 and they have lost none. And now a timeout call for the Detroit Lions. They take a timeout.
I don't think they have enough people out
I think
there.
they're one short. I think you're right.
Reggie Pinckney comes in. Costly timeout in some cases. I've seen so many times where a team's driving, 2 minutes to go in the first half, and they could use that extra timeout.
That's the case where there's no penalty for having too few, but you run a pretty good risk of getting a kick block, so they call the timeout.
You know, if anybody did that, this is the kind of mistake that Lombardi would get so hot about. You know, these little mental mistakes. The guy's supposed to be on the special teams, and he's not out there. Have to take that extra timeout. Boy, he would get so peeved at this, and I'm sure the coaches feel the same way.
He wouldn't tell you he was peeved.
No, not at all. Just tear you apart for about 20 minutes in a meeting on Tuesday.
Summers puts it up. Butch Johnson at the 14-yard line. Up to the 15, to the 20, 25, and he goes out of bounds. 40-yard punt, return to the 30-yard line. So now, Cowboys will take over 1st and 10. They have the ball at their own 30-yard line. They're leading 6-0 in the second quarter.
The Bell system recognizes that many seemingly unrelated business problems are really communications problems in disguise. So we've provided our account representatives with the skills and equipment they need to take a company's problems and our solutions to them and fit them together into a total communications system. For we firmly believe that in solving problems for companies like yours, the system is the solution.
Hey, Mom!
Oh, hiya, Sonny.
Stop sitting around, Mom. Let's take a ride in my new Ford pickup.
All right, let me drive. Oh, I can handle it.
This is the one that's built tough with Ford's exclusive twin I-beam suspension and a new 4-speed overdrive option. And extensive rust-fighting materials on underbody parts.
What you think, Mom?
You may think I'm off my rocker. This Ford is tough.
Of all Ford trucks registered over the last 12 years, 93 out of 100 are still on the job.
Sheer bedlam's all in a day's work when Mama signs on as Rhoda's hired hand.
She is driving me up the walls, across the ceiling, out the window.
Someday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Everyone knows that science can split the atom, but tomorrow Jessica falls into the clutches of a society that can split human beings into two creatures, one good, the other evil. Which one triumphs? Watch Logan's Run tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central Time on CBS. Dallas Cowboys have the ball 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. Staubach brings him up. He's got Tony Dorsett and Robert Newhouse as the setbacks. Wide receivers left and right. Here's a quick pitch to Dorsett. Bumped out of bounds by James Hunter, cornerback on that side. It's a loss of a yard.
Second period score, the Saints at home against the Rams. Boy, that'd be a big upset.
You didn't like living in New Orleans, did you?
Not much. I tell you, I lived there a year and a half.
Brought him out of town with a block and tackle to get him out.
Get me out of town, I'll tell you.
Second down, 11 yards to go at the 29-yard line.
That's not a bad spot either, Dallas.
Oh, big D. You've been here a week, haven't you?
Imagine.
2nd and 11. Cowboys in the slot right. Staubach guns it, incomplete to Dorsett.
Threw it away, he was covered.
3rd and 11 at the 29. Dallas Cowboys on 2 field goals by Efren Herrera, leading by a score of 6-0. We have 11 minutes, 36 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, Golden Richards coming in with the play. They alternate the plays in for Roger Staubach.
There's a little light misting rain falling here at Irving, Texas. Weatherman said 40%, and he came home a winner. 3rd down play from the shotgun, Roger Staubach. Dorsett got the football at the 40-yard line. Now, what about the first down? It's very close.
Now watch Dorsett coming out of the backfield. It's actually a double wing slot out of the shotgun. Here he comes. He's going to work on the linebacker. And Roger Staubach actually makes a good pass here. If he would have led him, Lindsey, he would have kept leading him. It would have been incomplete. Good catch by Dorsett. And it's a little bit short.
Little short, and the punter has come in. Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. Sellout crowd, and the misting rain falling through the aperture in the roof. Danny White's back to do the punting. Eddie Payton and Dick Duran are deep. Fair catch signal by Duran. And the Yale graduate makes the catch at the 26-yard line.
Let's get something happening now.
33-yard punt by White. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Being brought in and spotted at the inbound marker near the 27-yard line, so call it 1st and 10. Lions at their 27.
I control this television network. I control the other networks, too. I pick the shows, and I pick the times. With the new Zenith video cassette recorder, I can tape anything on TV and watch it anytime I want. I can watch one show and tape another, or tape shows when I'm out. With the new Zenith video cassette recorder, I make the TV schedule fit my schedule.
Zenith, now that great name in TV brings you another great way to enjoy it.
Should have bought Mobile One. The oil, it saves you gas, you know.
Should have bought Mobile One. Helps you start at 35 below.
Should have bought Mobile One. Engine temperature hits 500. You're cool.
Should have bought Mobile One. You only change it every 15,000 miles.
Mobile One, the oil that does it all. Take it from an expert.
The Detroit Lions have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 27. We have 10 minutes, 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Dallas is leading 6-0. Dexter Bussey is in there along with King. 2 setbacks in this alignment. Greg Landry, the quarterback. Landry has the ball. J.D. Hill on the intercepted. Taken by Washington, and he is back inside the 20 and to the 18-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Mark Washington picked it up.
Well, he tried to go to a little hook pattern to J.D. Hill. It was overthrown. And watch Mark Washington as his 2nd interception of the year. Play action right here. He's got the time to throw the football. Just a little bit off. You can see Hill was covered. And Mark Washington, playing the deep zone, comes up with his 2nd interception, gets it back inside the 19.
Dallas Cowboys 1st and 10. They're leading by a score of 6-0, and the crowd is alive here at Texas Stadium. Dorsett, the tailback. Dorsett to the 17-yard line. About 2 on the play will make it 2nd down and 8. Ken Sanders made the stop.
This defense for Detroit better be in shape. Looks like they're playing 3/4 of the game so far.
Butch Johnson's coming into the ballgame. Jay Salty's coming into the ballgame for the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Pearson is going off. So they're running a double tight end alignment here. Billy Joe Dupree stays in the ballgame. Johnson is a wide receiver to the left side. Newhouse and Dorsett are the setbacks. Newhouse moves over. Newhouse. Just inside the 15. Doug English upended him. 3rd down, about 5.
Newhouse now has 34 yards and 7 carries. An extra linebacker in now for Detroit. Arvis comes out. And Laslovic comes in.
Laslovic coming in. Ed O'Neill, the starting middle linebacker these days for the Detroit Lions. Dorsett moved back, evened up with Newhouse. Blitz. Staubach. Touchdown Dupree. Tight end Billy Joe Dupree for the touchdown.
That's his first touchdown of the year, the big tight end, Lindsey. I said blitz. And when the Dallas offense picked up the blitz beautifully, you got man-to-man in your secondary, and he had all day to throw it, and he found his man wide open. And the Dallas fans are happy.
Now, Efren Herrera to attempt the conversion. Last week, he missed one. It was the first miss after 82 consecutive conversions. Charlie Waters holds for him. Herrera's point is good. And the score is the Dallas Cowboys 13, the Detroit Lions nothing.
Let's take a look at that touchdown play. Now watch the blitz. Here comes the blitz. Beautifully. He picked it up great. I think that was Rafferty. And here goes Dupree in for the touchdown. Unopposed. I tell you, you can't Lindsay, you cannot, the offense for Detroit's been the problem. They have just put too much pressure on that defense, and something's going to break. You give this offense that many opportunities, good field position, they'll score 40 on you.
Now, last week, against San Francisco, the Detroit Lions used 3 quarterbacks. They used Greg Landry, Joe Reed, and Gary Danielson. Danielson is not eligible today. He was one of the designated players off the roster for today's game. But the Detroit Lions have been unable to move the offense appreciably, and we might see Joe Reed come into this ball game.
Well, that defense for Dallas has played well. That interception by Washington was their 14th interception on the year. They only had 16 all of last year. And it's because of the pass rush, Lindsay.
Efren Herrera kicking off. Rick Kane moves over. Kane at the 7. He's at the 10 to the 15. Rick Kane to the 20, 25. Rick Kane pulled down at the 28-yard line by Benny Barnes. Next Saturday, a big day on CBS. Championship Saturday, the Series Championship of Women's Tennis.
4 big money, big players. Chris Everett, Virginia Wade, Billie Jean King, and the rest from Mission Hills.
And on a special CBS Sports Spectacular World Middleweight Boxing Championship.
Valdez against Briscoe. And, of course, Carlos Monzon retired. They're going for his title.
And, of course, the big horse race is Washington, D.C. International.
Oh, that's a good one. 1.5 miles on the grass, one of the great turf races in America.
The world's strongest men all next Saturday on CBS. Joe Reed is the quarterback. Joe Reed angles out, sets and throws for Detroit, incomplete to J.D. Hill.
He was open. Bad pass. There's a good route on the right side by J.D. Hill. He was open, had the linebacker beaten. Of course, he may be a little bit rusty, too. This is his first appearance today. Reed on the year, 4 out of 17 for only 55 yards. He's had 1 interception. So he hadn't played too much.
6'1", 195-pounder, a 6-year veteran from Mississippi State, Joe Reed. Ball is just short of the 29-yard line where it's 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Lions.
And, you know, we did a couple of line games early, and they were really moving the ball offensively. It looks like they've gone into the shell the last couple of weeks.
Part of the problem, they say, is that offensive line. Reed now. Pulled down. It was Bill Gregory, number 77.
But Ed Too Tall Jones was there first, forcing Reed up into the pocket. Boy, that sack pack, there's something. Harvey Martin's got 10 sacks on the year already.
That will make it 3rd down and 12 yards to go. Lions have not beaten the Cowboys in a regular season game since 1960. They haven't played each other really very often. They have not been regularly scheduled.
6 times, 5-1. Now here they come. Here's what Jim Yarborough, now he's playing with a slight shoulder injury. He's got to go against Harvey Martin head up on a 3rd and long. See if they come with the draw.
King and Bussey, the setback. Blitz. Reed angled out. It's batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
Now, this is what they put in today, where they said they were going to do a few rollouts today because of that pass rush. At least it cuts it halfway down. Here's Reed on the rollout left, trying to go on a square out pattern to J.D. Hill, and a good pass deflection. He really got up in the air. Who is that?
I think it's Too Tall Jones.
Yeah, Too Tall's on the outside. Might be Randy White there, deflecting it. Yeah, that's who it was.
Wilbur Summers is in to do the punting. Butch Johnson is back to receive the punt. Johnson at the 38, to the 40, 45, and he stopped at the 48-yard line. 35-yard punt. NFL Regionals on CBS next Sunday. Dallas and the Giants, New Orleans and Philadelphia, San Francisco and Atlanta.
Chicago's at Houston, and Lindsay and I will be at Kansas City for the Packers.
And doubleheader games, St. Louis and Minnesota, Tampa Bay and the Los Angeles Rams, all next Sunday on CBS. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Dallas Cowboys. They have the ball at their own 48-yard line. Dorsett and Newhouse are the setbacks. Newhouse to the 48-yard line. Gain of 4, Ken Sanders, Herb Orvis.
He dives over that line of scrimmage a lot, of course, on this turf. Cowboys in control.
Staubach's got the ball. Drew Pearson, incomplete.
There's that bootleg, and what Pearson does the best. He comes across, and Roger waits for him to clear the zone. Now, he's coming back in motion. He'll cut upfield. Now, watch him come across all the way. Now, he's clearing linebackers right now, and Rogers tries to find the hole. It's right there. Incomplete.
It'll be third down coming up now for the Dallas Cowboys. They're leading by a score of 13-0. Laidlaw has come in there now, and Newhouse has gone out. Dorsett's the other running back. Now they have Laidlaw behind Staubach in the shotgun. Staubach got the direct snap. And it's incomplete. Barney made a move on Dupree. No call.
And I think it was interference. He got there a little bit early. Lem Barney, of course, the big gambler. He's been the big playback on defense for so many years for Detroit.
On fourth down, the punting unit is in for the Dallas Cowboys.
Could have thrown the flag on that one. Judgment call. That's the toughest call, I think, for the referee.
Danny White is back to do the punting, and Eddie Payton is in a single safety to receive it for the Detroit Lions. They're rushing 10. White boomed it out. Fair catch signal goes up. He lets it go. Now can it be down there? Yes, it can. Inside the 5-yard line near the
2. 46-yard punt. A beauty by Danny White.
Every family has its differences, but wait till you watch the Battling Boninos in action in tonight's edition of On Our Own right after Rhoda.
Oh, and Detroit's got a battle on their hands right now to come from behind. 13. They haven't moved the ball at all. And the defense smells a little something here. They love to play defense when you got the team backed up inside that your own 5-yard line.
First and 10 at the 3-yard line. Reed is the quarterback. Horace King, the lone setback in this alignment. King moved out past the 7. Cliff Harris made the stop.
Third period score. New England was trailing early in that ball game, has come back 24-10 over the Jets. Grogan's thrown a few touchdown passes in that one. Steve Grogan, their fine quarterback.
Ball is moved up past the 8-yard line. Second down play coming. Reed still quarterbacking the Detroit Lions.
Oh, they need a first down here.
King. He's very close to the first down as he made that last lunge.
Let's see where they mark it. Might be a little bit short.
Rooney and Harris made the stop. Third down and a little short. Less than a yard to go.
That'll bring in Bill Larson, second-year man from Colorado, another tight end for blocking purposes. As the fans here would love to see him stop it on third and short.
Bussey and King are the setbacks. Bussey, first and 10, a penalty marker from the head linesman.
Yeah, they got the first down easily over the right side, Lynch.
Offsides against the Dallas Cowboys. That'll give the Detroit Lions a first and 10.
Give them an extra 5, too.
Offside, defense, number 41.
That is the first down of the afternoon for the Detroit Lions.
And you won't see that too much. Early in the show, we said these safety men will come up and stick you. Charlie Waters and Cliff Harris. Waters was offsides.
King, the lone setback. King's got it. Breaks the tackle. Moves up to the 20-yard line.
Harvey Martin was into the backfield so quick. Now watch this. We've got a good ISO for you. Look, Harvey Martin wasn't even touched. And Horace King does a nice job in salvaging that play for a 2-yard gain.
5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining to be played in the first half with the Cowboys leading 13-0. Center John Morris turning to say something to his quarterback. Reed angles out. Good catch at the 35.
Ooh, a good catch on the right.
Jarvis.
Ray Jarvis, Lindsay. Ooh, what a nice catch that was. He was sliding. See if we can pick it up on the right side. Roll out. And here is the offensive strategy, I think, today for Detroit. They're going to roll out, try to get away from that rush. There goes Jones down. Now watch this catch by Jarvis. Yeah, he had it on the numbers. He dropped it. They ruled it complete. 1st and 10, Detroit.
At their own 35-yard line. Complete pass. Bussy. Bill for a loss. Mike Eggman. Jethro Pugh was there.
Jethro Pugh was really there. He was the first one to trip him up. How about this? 10-10. Tied up in the second quarter. Rams against the Saints.
2nd down, 11 yards to go.
Well, if the Saints could beat the Rams, you wouldn't think that would give Atlanta a little jubilation, would you?
In the Western Division of the NFC.
Tied up 4-2 apiece. Blitz.
Reed. He was really popped as he released the football.
I tell you, Dallas is blitzing. Not known too much as strictly a blitz team because of their great front four, but they really put the blitz on this afternoon. Reed had no chance. Thomas Henderson, number 56. Somebody missed him on the right side. Now watch all the linebackers come here. There's Thomas Henderson. Comes up the middle. He gets rid of John Morris, the center, and he'll come into your view right here. Oh, and Reed pays for it.
3rd down and 11 yards to go for the Lions. 3:44 left in the first half.
Blitz again.
Reed. Incomplete. Penalty marker thrown by the referee.
Boy, they're causing Detroit's quarterbacks to really release the football in a hurry.
Holding against the Detroit Lions.
I think they've only made 1 first down here. Two in the whole first half.
That is declined, so the 4th down comes up.
Number 81, refused. 4th down.
David Hill holding. It has been declined, so that 4th down comes around, and the punting unit's in with Wilbur Summers to do the booting. Butch Johnson is back to receive the punt for the Dallas Cowboys. Goes out of bounds immediately at the 34-yard line. 41-yard punt next Saturday, Championship Saturday on CBS, the Series Championship of Women's Tennis.
Yeah, Billie Jean King, Chris Evert, Virginia Wade, Martina Navratilova, Betty Stove, all going for the big money.
And the World Middleweight Boxing Championship on a special CBS Sports Spectacular.
Valdez against Briscoe.
And the horse racing, Washington, D.C. International.
That's on the turf at 1.5 miles, one of the great turf races in America. The world's strongest men coming right up. CBS Sports Spectacular. November the 5th at 4 o'clock Eastern.
1st down and 10 yards to go for the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Pearson in motion to the inside. Tony Dorsett carried the ball to the 37-yard line. Ed O'Neill, middle linebacker, made the tackle for Dallas, or rather for Detroit. Paul, you were mentioning next Saturday, and the many events that will be seen on CBS, and the world's strongest men, the 5th event of the decathlon is the tire toss. Now, you take the tire, you see, off your favorite car, and you toss it like a discus.
Oh, you're kidding. You got to be 400 pounds to lift it.
Tony Dorsett carrying. Well, as he crossed the 40, he hit the deck and got up to about the 42-yard line.
They haven't had anybody this quick in the backfield here in Dallas. And Dorsett almost broke that one.
They haven't had anybody that quick in the backfield many places.
That's true.
It'll be 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Cowboys.
And the Saints hanging right in there. Blanchard, Tom Blanchard threw a 3-yard pass. He's their punter. Don't ask me to explain that.
Staubach. Drew Pearson incomplete. Punting unit comes on now for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, I think he heard the footsteps that time of number 50. Paul Newmoff. Should have had it.
Danny White is in to do the punting, and Eddie Payton is driving back to field it for the Detroit Lions. That's Payton, brother of Walter Payton, National Football Conference's leading rusher for the Chicago Bears, of course.
Boy, would Detroit love to have this Payton turn into any kind of a similarity to Walter.
Long, high, spiraling punt. There'll be no run back. It'll be marked up out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. And it's going to be marked at the 30-yard line. Cowboys 13, Lions nothing. 2-minute warning.
Five on the 50-yard line!
Hey, Charlie, it was cold last night. You put in a Prestone antifreeze?
Prestone. Who needs Prestone?
Prestone? You need Prestone.
If your antifreeze is worn out or you don't have enough, you could be in trouble. So put in a fresh fill of Prestone, too, to prevent corrosion and freeze-ups.
Prestone. We need Prestone.
Prestone. You need Prestone.
A light misting rain is falling here, so there are some who have umbrellas and some who have programs on their heads and otherwise.
And we agree with that, CBS, along with the Cowboys.
1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at their own 30-yard line. Horace King at the setback here, and Joe Reed's the quarterback. Reed back to set it up. Intercepted at the 43-yard line. It is Mike Hegman with the football, and Hegman has an interception. That was really in a crowd.
Boy, I'm telling you, you talk about double coverage. They had him triple covered. Reed threw it right into a crowd. Just a 4-man rush here. Watch Harvey Martin get rid of the tackle. Reed gets rid of it on target. But the guy, was he covered or not, Lindsey?
Woo, they're all around.
That's his first interception of the year. I tell you, that's 15 interceptions for the Cowboy defense.
So now the Cowboys have it 1st and 10 at the Lions 42. The Cowboys are leading 13-0. They have 1:53 seconds left in the half. Laidlaw and Dorsett are the running backs for Roger Staubach. Staubach has the ball. Dorsett dives across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
And officially, Dorsett has carried the ball 7 times today for 0 yards. He lost a couple, so now he's back. He has 6 carries for -3 yards. Now he's 7 carries for 0 yards. He could change that in a hurry with one little break.
Only takes a moment. Shotgun. Staubach for the direct snap. Laidlaw moved back even with him. Oh, little procedure. Some folks starting somewhere.
Ralph Neely on the left side, the left tackle.
Against the Dallas Cowboys, a 5-yarder.
I think Detroit will be glad to get home. Of course, they haven't won on the road. In fact, out of the last 10 games, they've lost 9 of them on the road.
Ball starts, offense, number 64.
And they called it on 64. Ralph Neely moved also. That's Tom Rafferty, the right guard, too, moved. But
second down and 12.
It's funny how teams love that home cooking, isn't it? They're great football teams, will win on the road.
Shotgun again. Dorsett is evened up with Staubach. Staubach. Drew Pearson with his version of a statue motionless along the sideline, afraid to move those feet.
I want to tell you, this is a picture catch. And we've got him on the ISO for you. Watch him. Now he's going to clear the back here. It's double coverage. And watch how he just leans. He knows exactly where he is. 25-yard pickup. Absolutely beautiful. Drew Pearson doing what he does best. All pro in every respect.
First down and 10 yards to go, and they have it at the Detroit 19-yard line. We have 1 minute, 8 seconds left to play in the half.
That was Artie, wasn't it?
Really was. Staubach. Laidlaw incomplete. The hit made by Hunter.
And a good hit.
Make it second and 10 at the 19. There are a few Heisman Trophy winners mixing and mingling out there. Roger Staubach won the Heisman, and Dorsett won the Heisman. We got one in the booth, as a matter of fact. Our Mr. Horning won the Heisman. Second down and 10 yards to go.
Who's going to win it this year, Lance?
That's a good question. It could be. My candidate is a lineman. My candidate's Ken McAfee at Notre Dame.
Oh, he's a great one. Dead cinch #1 draft choice.
Only 2 non-backs have ever won it.
And you got Earl Campbell here at Texas. Terry Miller at Oklahoma State.
Staubach dropping back.
Look at
Goes back across, and it's a catch. And Laidlaw has it, and Laidlaw's at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Laidlaw for a touchdown.
They made a good catch. He picked it right off the ground. Roll out right, sleeper left. A little razzle-dazzle as Dallas can only do it. Here comes Staubach way around to the right side, and Detroit defense forgot all about back against the grain. Here's Laidlaw. Now watch the blocks he picks up. That's Ralph Neely out in front. John Fitzgerald right there, and Laidlaw just bulls his way in the last 3.
Efren Herrera to attempt the conversion with Charlie Waters holding. Herrera boots, and it's good. And so, the Dallas Cowboys have taken a 20-0 lead over the Detroit Lions with 53 seconds remaining to be played in the first half here at Texas Stadium. And if the Cowboys maintain the lead and win the ball game, they'll have the finest start they have ever had since the franchise was formed. You know, everyone knows that science can split the atom. But tomorrow, Jessica falls into the clutches of a society that can split human beings into 2 creatures, one good and the other evil. Which one triumphs? Watch Logan's Run tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central Time on CBS.
Just happens to be on Halloween, right?
Just happens to be on Halloween.
You know, if you're crazy about statistics, Lindsay, we could go on and on about Dallas this year. 6-0 start, the best start in the NFL. Tom Landry, his record is the best record in the past decade. 118 wins, only 40 losses and 2 ties. Dallas this year leads the NFC in offense. They lead in defense. They've got the #1 passer in Staubach. They've got the #2 receiver in Drew Pearson. Got the #1 in interceptions in Cliff Harris. They've got the best kicker. What else could you want?
Well, I think the Cowboys are the product of a very thoroughgoing, excellent organization. They have consistently been able to produce a competitive football team. Herrera kicks off. Rick Kane moves over for the Detroit Lions. He's got it at the 7-yard line. Rick Kane to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. 25, finds a little daylight.
Fumble.
30, fumble the ball. It's recovered by Detroit. Detroit gets the ball. Ooh. Woodcock on the football, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at their own 28.
It's Rick Kane. Now he's running. Very good. He hits that hole. He doesn't slow up a bit. He's doing his job. Just didn't hold on to the football. He's tackled. The ball goes free. And watch 77, Mr. John Woodcock, with the very important fumble recovery there, because with 45 seconds left to go, Staubach had enough time.
Joe Reed is still the quarterback. Horace King is the lone setback in the Detroit alignment. Lots of contact made all over.
Let's see if that offensive tackle moves. Ed Too Tall Jones was in the backfield before the snap.
Offsides against the Dallas Cowboys. Makes it 1st and 5 at the 33 with 42 seconds left to play.
Offside, defense, number 79.
79.
Harvey Martin.
Too Tall Jones was offside, too. And they got the numbers mixed up on that one. Well, either Dallas' defense just been superior today. Depends on the way you look at it. Offense for Detroit has been miserable.
Reed. Fumble the ball. As he went down and rolled away, and Dallas got it.
Randy White caused it, Lindsay, and he got the football back.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's watch number 54, Randy White. Now, here he comes on the inside. Reed runs out to the left. There's Randy White. Grabs his right arm. The football goes free, and watch White fight for it. He's got it.
Randy White wearing number 54, a jersey number that's worn by a fellow named Chuck Howley here with the Dallas Cowboys, and worn exceptionally well for a number of seasons.
And he'll be inducted into Dallas's Ring of Honor here at halftime.
33 seconds left in the half as Staubach moves back into the shotgun, and Dorsett evens up with him. Staubach. Dorsett. 20, 18, 17. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
13-yard pickup to Tony Dorsett.
Timeout for Dallas to stop the clock. 24 seconds left.
I'd like to point out something. Now watch Dorsett. Now here's where his great ability comes into hand. You're going to see this. There's just a little delay outside. Now watch him turn it on when Newmoff comes up. Watch this little move here. Right there. And he's going right by the linebacker for the first down. That is acceleration. Staubach now 10 out of 18. 126 yards, 1 TD.
Roger Staubach, Tom Landry, the only head coach that the Dallas Cowboys have ever had. He's out of Mission, Texas. Played football at the University of Texas. Played and coached for the New York Giants.
Invented the 4-3 defense. He's invented the offense to try to beat the 4-3 defense. He's invented the flex defense. And there's not too many things he doesn't know about football. This is the kind of game they like. You know, they're sitting on a 20-0 lead. They're loose. They're 6-0 on the year. They're headed for the playoffs. No question about that. And they want it all. They want it all.
Landry's got his foul weather gear on today. He read the stats, and they said 40% chance of rain, and he came prepared. 1st and 10 at the 17. Staubach. Touchdown to Pearson. Drew Pearson for the touchdown.
And he goes through with these famous little spike. Drew Pearson for his second touchdown of the day.
Penalty marker. Holding against the Dallas Cowboys and nullifies it.
This will be called back. What a beautiful post pattern right on the numbers. 42 was Reggie Pinckney, the rookie out of East Carolina. He beat him.
It is all for naught, a holding penalty against the Dallas Cowboys, nullifies it. Chuck Heberling, the referee, steps it off. A 10-yarder.
Holding, offense, number 64.
Tom Rafferty again.
Rafferty, they're high on him. He's a second-year man from Penn State. Last week, Lindsay, we watched Rafferty pulling, and I was very impressed by the way he pulls. He's a good blocker. He's got good speed. It's going to be a good one.
1st and 20 at the 27. Staubach looks for a screen left to Dorsett. 15 and out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
There he is. There it is. The breakaway ability, and he got out of bounds very smartly. He picked up 14 yards. Here it comes. Watch him go out. Just a safety valve on the left side. It's a screen. Now when he cuts back, he turns it on. Right there. He just left Ed O'Neill looking at him. And there's Hunter. He pushes him out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Stops the clock with 10 seconds left. Second down and 6 yards to go for the Cowboys at the Detroit 13-yard line. Cowboys are leading by a score of 20-0 and trying to get another one on the scoreboard before the halftime intermission. Staubach. Incomplete. Butch Johnson. He took a long look as he tied in Billy Joe Dupree, but he didn't clear in the end zone, so he simply got it over there in the direction of Johnson.
Good play by Herb Arvis that time, rushing the pass. We're going to have a field goal attempt.
So Efren Herrera comes in to attempt the field goal with 5 seconds on the clock on third down. Charlie Waters will hold it to 20, making it a 30-yard attempt for Efren Herrera. He's had 2 already today. The 30-yarder is up, and now he has 3. So the Dallas Cowboys are leading by a score of 23-0, and we have 3 seconds remaining to be played. 23-0, and 3 seconds remaining to be played in the first half.
Oh, those couple of turnovers, Lynn. They put 10 points on the board because of it. 2 interceptions. Fumble recovery by Randy White. This team's too good to make those kind of mistakes against.
As you're aware, these Dallas Cowboys like to wear those white jerseys, and that's why they're wearing them here today with the Detroit Lions wearing their blues that they normally wear at home on the road here, because Detroit Lions like to wear those blues. There's a little differentiation between the two. Dallas has royal blue, metallic blue, and white. Detroit calls theirs Honolulu blue and silver. Herrera from UCLA will do the kicking off. Rick Kane is center deep to receive it for the Detroit Lions. The last 2 minutes now. The clock doesn't start until the ball is touched by a member of the receiving team in the field of play. It starts now. Picked up at the 15-yard line. Thompson is carrying. Leonard Thompson is stopped at the 30, and time has run out. So the gun goes off, and the Dallas Cowboys go off the field for the halftime intermission, leading the Lions by a score of 23-0. And it's been just sort of that kind of a half. The Detroit Lions are a little bit frustrated, taking their time as they head for their locker room. Dallas Cowboys have already cleared, sprinting to the locker room. Cowboys 23, the Detroit Lions nothing at the end of the first half before a sellout crowd here at Texas Stadium.
Well, Lindsay, not much of a contest. Completely all Dallas. They have just completely manhandled Detroit, both offensively and defensively, controlling the football actually in the first quarter for over 11 minutes. Making the mistakes against this good team, you got to repeat it, then you just cannot. Dallas is just too good. They're young, and they play like they're very, very experienced.
Again, at the end of the half, Dallas 23, Detroit nothing.